Hello everyone. Today I'll show you how to execute your Python script files in your Jupyter Notebooks. Let's get started. So this is my Python script file, as you can see by the extension .py. What I'm doing here is I'm taking these three string values, converting them to datetime, and then adding it or appending it to this list B, and finally printing the list B. What I want to do is I want to execute this file in Jupyter Notebooks. This is my Jupyter Notebook. Now, the first way is very simple. I just copy the code, paste it here, execute it, and there we go. A list of datetime values as I wanted. Now, this is a very crude way of doing it. There is, however, a better method. Let me show you what that is. It is using a %load magic function. You need to specify your file path. There we go. We're using the %load magic function and I've specified the file path and the file name, and I'll execute this cell using Shift Enter. So what has happened is the code is now imported from my Python script file to my Jupyter Notebook, but it has not been executed. So this is a great way to import a script code, review it, see if you want to make any changes, and if you're happy with the way it is, just execute the cell using Shift Enter, and there we go. There's our output, a list of datetime values. Having said that, in reality, most Python script files that you would be executing would have several hundred lines of code, if not thousands. So importing the code like this into a Jupyter Notebook cell is going to be unwieldy. It will be hard to review, and sometimes you just know what the code is and you just want to run it. So instead of having to load or copy hundreds of lines of code, what you can do is you can use the %run magic function. Here we go. %run, and then you specify the file path, which I'm going to copy. There's the file path, and I'm going to execute it using Shift Enter. There we go. So this time we did not import the code and then execute it separately. Here we just ran it using just one command, using just one line of code, and here it is. Run this file, and we have the final output from the file. All right. Now, the reason why you would want to execute a Python script file in Jupyter Notebooks is because you want your code to interact with some variables in Jupyter Notebook. Let me explain a scenario here. Let's say we have a third value, and what we want to do is, in this final output, we want to add this value. So we already have three values. We want a fourth value in there. And there we go. So we have specified the variable x, and then we are running this file. So we go back to the file, and before we convert everything to datetime, what I will do is I will add another line of code that adds the variable x to the list A, so that when things are converted to datetime, all four values are present in A. Okay, I've saved this file, and now let's see if this actually is going to run. So executing the cell, and oh, we have an error here. And the error is that x is not defined. Now the reason this is not defined, or the reason why we're getting this error, is because when we use the run magic function, it does not by default allow your code in the script to interact with variables that you've defined outside in the Jupyter Notebook. For that to happen, you need to specify a modifier, which is a -i or -i modifier. What this flag does is it allows the script to read variables or values from within the Jupyter Notebook. So let's see if this works. I'm going to execute it. There we go. And now, instead of 3 datetime values in the list, we have a 4th value, which is the same as the one we specified in variable x. So this is how you can run Python file code in Jupyter Notebook. I hope this was helpful. If you liked the video, please click the like button, and if you want to see more of my videos in the future, please click on the subscribe button. Thank you.